I was muted. What an amateur. Good morning, everyone. Well, good morning for me. Call from Talking Ball. Thank you for watching wherever you are around the world. Some of you might be having hopefully a good afternoon or a good night. Yeah, it's Friday. Thank God. Hope everybody made it through the week okay, unscathed. And we get to watch our boys again tomorrow. So the world is looking good. Things are looking bright. As usual, though, I just want to continue to thank everybody who is here. It means a lot that you were choosing to spend your time, your Friday time. You know, this is a wild time. You're choosing to spend it here. So I promise to make it worth your while. Thanks again. And I also wanted to shout out a big thanks to Chris the Man Peters and Dwayne the Rock Johnson Bonner. These two guys right here are Patreon members for this show. That means that through these guys' actions, I'm able to continue to update things, get new equipment. I got a new camera recently. They help keep the lights on around here. And I truly, truly appreciate that. And just want to say thank you guys. If you can, please take a look at the Patreon. Think about maybe one of the three groups. Check them out. You get some cool swag with each one, some Talking Ball swag. Check it out. If you can do it, great. If you can't, no worries. Just hit the like and also subscribe to this video. And man, we are cooking with gas. So on the Spurs. We have a match tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about it. We're playing some small team. Where's Red? Complains to refs. This is all just stuff I've heard from them. Oh my gosh, in the chat, I forgot to say hello. Alexander Hilton is here. Mr. Basuma himself. Been a Basuma fan for a long time. Mr. Hilton knew he would come good. He also says steak, as per his trademark. And we've also got Alan Sibley in the chat. Alan, I don't think I've seen you in ages. So it is really, really good to see you, Mr. Alan Sibley. I hope all is well for you. I hope everything is going good. We need to talk after the show, or if later on when I invite guests, if you'd like to come on, that would be perfect. But yeah, man, miss you. Glad to have you here. And to everybody watching on recording, you guys are unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you so very much. We're going to make it fun today. We're going to make it fun. So in just a bit, as per usual, at the beginning of the show, we're going to hit you with, the internet's favorite Spurs game show. But first, I wanted to just kind of preview a couple of things here. So are Sonny and Madison going to be fit? We know Brennan Johnson is not going to be fit for tomorrow, which to me is a big shame. I think he would have done really well. I think that he's already shown, that he is starter material for us as per, the North London Derby where he looked like a seasoned vet. But anyway, no Brennan Johnson, no BJ. And the last that I had heard, and I need to check on this, was that Madison and Sonny were to be assessed. That has to be mind games, right? That can't be. Anyway, we'll talk more on that. We'll talk about the relationship budding between Van de Ven and Romero and how their partnership might be more than just on the pitch. That sounded a little sexual, and I didn't mean that. But if they are, good for them. Good for them. Anyway, you guys, I think before I say any more goofy things, we should just go ahead and start with Keep or West Ham, the internet's favorite Spurs game show. Hello, everyone. It is Colin. You know who it is already. It's Colin, and you're watching. Wow, you were watching Keeper West Ham, the internet's favorite Spurs game show. And today, have I got a doozy of some pairings for you. And I want to say, in this game show, if you don't know, if you've never played, you are presented with two Spurs players. Maybe present, maybe past, But your job as the viewer, as the player of this game, is to choose which of the two you're going to keep, for Spurs' team, and choose who you're going to send to West Ham forever. Just a little caveat to remind you, this is when the players were in their peak. So we're playing with players in their peaks. Choose one to keep, one to go to West Ham. I try to choose hard matchups for you guys, just to make you really think, make you have to work. And the first one I've got, I think, is going to do just that. We've got Harry Winks versus my man Skippy. Two midfielders that came up through the club. Two midfielders that had a lot of promise, but that fans, I'll be honest, just kind of are growing tired of. Definitely grew tired of Winks. We hated seeing him on the team sheet. And Skippy is unfortunately becoming a little bit the same way. Is the camera frozen? Hope not. Oh, okay. It was just you. I'm here. If it gets frozen, if anything bad like that happens, let me know, guys. You are my eyes and ears on the ground. But yeah, this is a tough choice. We've got two midfielders here. Both came up through Spurs. Both are Spurs through and through, but both are a little limited on the pitch. Skippy had his time though, and where he looked, like he was going to grow into something great. And Winks had his time where he looked great. That the match against Madrid where he absolutely bossed in midfield. I feel like that gets talked about over and over and over again. But what a match it was! Mr. Hilton says, "Keep Winks. Prime Winks dominated Real Madrid." Exactly. I swear I said that before I saw your comment, man. 100%. That was a wonderful match, wonderful performance. He looked like something special out there that day. So yeah, I could definitely see this argument. Keep Prime Winks. I think that Winks would be dangerous in this team. If he was playing whenever we had Postecoglou here, I think we'd be in much better shape than we currently are. We just have another midfielder, to sub in. I think we're a little light in that midfield area. He would be good competition for Star, in my opinion. But yeah, again, if you're watching this on repeat, go ahead and throw your answer into the comments. Love reading those, love seeing those, knowing I'm on the right track, making these either easy enough or hard enough. But so far, we've had Steak answer. He says, obviously, keep Winks. Prime Winks, was something else. So yeah, curious what you have to say. If anybody else pops in, I will throw this back up. Alan Sibley, real quick, said hard, but Winks scrapes in. Yeah, I know isn't that crazy to think about too, with how bad everybody wanted him gone, how bad he had looked under previous managers. Scott M says, get Winks to West Ham right now. Scott M, hey, it's really good to see you. Good to have you here. Doing a show today, going hard, but not feeling 100%, but not letting that stop us. We are on a train of wonderful Spurs content, and we are not going to stop. So we've got 2 votes for Winks to stay, 1 vote for Winks to go. Yeah, this is good. This one's good. I was hoping we would get. I hate it when everybody's answer is the same, so I'm glad we're getting some conflicting reports here. I kind of think Winks should stay, Scott. There they are again, in case you want to see him, if that helps you. But yeah, so 2 for Winks to stay, 1 for Winks to go. Actually, counting me, 3 for Winks to stay. So I mean, I think Winks is staying. Sorry, Oliver, you are a West Ham player now, and you'll probably go on to do a really, really good job for them. Do bits. Good luck to you, sir, at West Ham. Winks, welcome back. Okay, so if you thought that one was hard, well, get ready for something actually tough. One player, really good player for Tottenham, one of Tottenham's best players, controversial. One, incredibly average, but when you see them, you will understand why this is a hard matchup. Let me get Scott's comment off there. What am I doing? Bad host today. I'm a bad host. Again, sorry, guys. Took some medication yesterday for an illness I have, and for like the next 2 days, it makes me feel kind of just like booty. But just powering through it, man. Got the energy drink, just doing it big. Anyway, enough about me. These 2 guys here. Who do we choose? As you can tell, obviously, one is Gallus. The other Judas. I wanted to make this tough. Judas, obviously, was a great defender. Controversial statement, but he, might get into the all-time Tottenham team. Him and Ledley King together in their primes. Holy, like that would be wild. But we all know what he did. Everybody knows what happened with him. And then we've got Gallus, who is kind of the opposite, but not nearly as good of a player. So it's hard. It's tough. I have an answer. I'll let you guys go first. But yeah, so we've got the one player who came, was a Spurs player and then went to Arsenal. We've got the other player who was an Arsenal player, came to Spurs. Alan Sibley answered quick. Gallus to West Ham. Soul was class. Yeah, his play was class. His attitude, his morals, not so much. Neither would start, says Alexander Hilton. You don't think Sol Campbell would start in this team right now, or are you saying in the all-time team? Because in the all-time team, I could see the argument, but right now, you don't think Sol Campbell gets in over Van de Ven? I don't know. They're totally different types of defenders, totally different. And with the way that Postecoglou's plays too, I could see it. We've got Chris Agambar in the building. Oh man, Chris, what is up, buddy? It's good to see you. Chris Agambar, supporter of the channel for a very, very long time, like since the beginning. Just want to say what's up to Chris. I hope you're well, and thank you for being here, man. We're playing Keeper West Ham. Just in case you missed the first matchup, real quick, it was Skip versus Winks. Two homegrown guys that haven't quite done it. Well, didn't quite do it for Winks and isn't quite doing it for Skip. Get your vote in for that. And right now, the real test, we've got Gallus versus Judas. We've got one vote already to keep Sol Campbell. Yes, exactly. The number. Wait, I don't know. There might be some Agambar feud going on here. I know another Agambar. I can't say for sure who's number one. That would be choosing sides. I stay very neutral. So he's just a great Agambar to me. And thank you for being here. But yeah, guys, get your votes in. I only see one vote. That's weird. There are more people here. Get in a comment. And again, if you're watching this on a repeat, you're a legend. I love you. And get your votes in there though. Love to see comments come in with Keeper West Ham votes coming through the day. I'll be at work and one will come through and it'll just love thinking about Spurs, talking about Spurs, hearing about Spurs. And like I said, I have an answer going into these, but I like getting my mind changed, and I feel like that's something more people need to try. It's fun. Don't be so concrete in your views. Don't be so sure of yourself. Let your mind be changed. It's nice. But anyway, we've got just the one vote. It is for Sol Campbell, and Sol Campbell is definitely who I would keep. I mean, it is cool though that Gallus came from Arsenal to Spurs. Those types of back and forth transfers are very rare, which is why it's kind of cool that we've had these two cases both with defenders and the two teams. But yeah, Sol Campbell definitely stays for me. He might get into the all-time Tottenham team for me. Like I said, him and a prime Ledley King would be unstoppable. But guys, that is it for today's edition of Keep or West Ham. I'm keeping them shorter, keeping the show shorter. But thank you so much for playing. And like I said, if you were watching this on repeat, please get your votes in. And in the comments, of course. And as a treat for you guys, I think that I will go ahead and play the intro I very first made for my very first YouTube video before we get the show properly kicked off. This is terrible quality, flat ball, but enjoy this, everybody, as we start the show, as we transition from the internet's favorite game show, Keeper West Ham, into the actual show. Yeesh, that's embarrassing. But I did it. I played it many times in a serious manner for my shows back in the day. You all got a treat there. That was some old school um, talk ball action. But everybody, don't know if you've been online. Of course you have. Who hasn't been? You're online right now. But if you've been looking at Spurs news, you'll have noticed a couple of things. One thing I saw was a pretty cool interview between Van de Ven. Well, it was an interview with Van de Ven, but it was in the topic of Van de Ven and Romero together, their partnership on the field. And there were some cool things that Van de Ven said. One of the things I liked was that he said that Romero is helping him become more aggressive of a defender, and that shouldn't shock anybody, of course. Van de Ven is by nature not. I mean, he's a young guy. He seems like a nice person, but Romero is rubbing off on him. He's gonna get a bit of that shithousery. He's gonna get a bit of that fire, those tackles that he goes into that just rock somebody's world. And he also said that his calmness, his demeanor of calm, of rationality is rubbing off onto Romero. So they're kind of rounding each other out as players and becoming a great pair. And we've seen evidence of it on the pitch. We're seeing something akin to, but maybe with the potential to be better than what we had with Vertonghen and with Alderweireld. So I'm just really excited to see where these two can go. Like I said, hope they continue to round out each other's games. Oh, and the other thing I thought was interesting, Van de Ven said that not only like on the pitch, but also that he like helped him, showed him around, helped him to find things, around London, and then even as far as like at the dressing room, the stadium, training ground. It's cool. He's just kind of taking him under his wing, and I love to see it. It seems like the squad is closer together than it's ever been now, or at least as close as the Pochettino days, which I think a lot of us, especially people around my age, refer to as the glory days, the Pochettino days. The squad harmony is looking a lot like it did back then, and that makes me one happy Colin. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think about the budding partnership between Romero and VDV? Do you think it has the potential to be better than Vertonghen and Alderweireld? Because I really do. Vertonghen and Alderweireld were like similar players. They both, did a lot of things. We basically have two players that are very different in Romero and BDV, and I think that's going to be key to their partnership. And I'm really excited to see it flourish and where it goes. But and after that today, we've also got some news about tomorrow's Liverpool match and players that'll potentially be playing. We know it's been confirmed that BJ will not play. Brennan Johnson is injured, according to Postecoglou'S. I don't know, though, how much of that, if any of that, is like mind games. I don't know. So I don't know enough about Postecoglou'S to know if he's the mind games type of man. We obviously had the mind games master, Mourinho. And I mean, I think it would only be to a manager's benefit to kind of play some mind games sometimes, to say, oh, so-and-so's injured, and then turn around and play him. I mean, it makes so much sense to me. I know it's not maybe gentlemanly, but at the end of the day, gentlemanly don't get you 3 points, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's mind games. We'll see if he plays. Oh, back on my last topic here. Alexander Hilton says Toby Yan was probably the best ever defensive partnership in the Prem ever. Ever in the Prem ever? I don't know, man. I believe you. I mean, I believe that you think that, and I think that that's possible. They were really, really good. I would say that, yeah, I mean, they were really good. The positioning was elite. The fact that they had played with each other for so many years, Alex, I think was a big part of that. They had literally played together since forever. And so their understanding of where the other was going to be, that was perfect. It was picture perfect. So yeah, I they were great, best in the Prem ever. I don't know about that, but I do think they were like one of the greats, and we can only pray that Van de Ven and Romero turn out like them. Obviously, they won't have that benefit of having played together since they were kids or whatever Vertonghen and Alderweireld were doing. But still, I think they have a chance to really build something great. Like I said, with Van de Ven's speed and calmness, and he's actually got great positioning as well. And then the aggressiveness and the tackling ability and stuff of Romero. I think that we could really, really, really have something great. We just need to work on getting a basically a second set of center backs. I don't want. This is something I heard somebody else say, and I love it. But I don't want to talk about backup. I want players that can start for Tottenham, and so we need more defenders for sure. We definitely need more defenders. If either of our two starting defenders goes down and is out for a significant period of time, I'm worried, and not a good place to be, especially as defensive players are in positions where they frequently have to stretch to make a last ditch tackle. They're going in hard on tackles. I mean, it's just a position where injuries, I think, kind of pop up quite a bit. So fingers crossed that we can make it at least to January and maybe address this defensive issue of not quite having enough defenders, being a bit short in the defensive area. But yeah, thanks guys for your info. I appreciate your input. As always, you guys help make the show what it is. Without you, there would be no show. So thanks again to everybody watching, whether it's live or on playback, wherever you are in the world, be it the United States, be it England, be it Australia. Thank you for watching. Be it anywhere, Malaysia, China, wherever you're watching from. Thank you. I love you. You're a good person, and I hope that you have a great day today. But back to Spurs. Enough of my sappiness. I could do that all day long. So we have the match tomorrow. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be Postecoglou'S biggest test so far as manager of Spurs, and it's going to be an actual barometer that shows us where we are at as a squad. Because in a North London derby, anything can happen. Your play can improve. I mean, it's going to improve. It's the biggest game of the season for the fans, and the players know that, so they're going to turn up. I think that this Liverpool match will be the actual test. This will be the big test of whether or not, I guess, of where we are, as a squad, and whether or not we need to be taken seriously. But I think that we've got a really, really good chance. Alan Sibley says 2-2 tomorrow. Alan, I mean, yeah, that's definitely, you're right around the right area. I say 2-1 for either team. I'm not sure who's going to edge it. I'm really not. It's going to be that close. It really depends on who is fit for us, and maybe you guys can help me with this. So I saw that, and Postecoglou had said that Maddison and Son were to be assessed after today's training, but Johnson was out. That was a while ago today. So I'm wondering if any more press conference or any more bits. This was just a little clip I saw, or a little blurb I saw from a press conference. But if Maddison and Son aren't playing, we are absolutely fudged, like bad. And so I really hope that, again, I don't know how much of a mind games guy Postecoglou is, but I pray that this is some kind of a mind game and that they are actually just fine. And I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think about that too. Will they play? Alexander Hilton, though, says 4-2 Spurs. He just doesn't see where the Liverpool defense is. Yeah, their VDV is not looking, or VVD is not looking nearly as good as he has in the past. Age seems to be catching up with him, and that'll happen. We all get older. I'm getting older. You're getting older. Heck, we're doing it right now. So yeah, and Hilton says, yeah, plus the home support. Yeah, Basuma Steak, I agree with you, my man. The home support's going to be a big help, and their defense doesn't look great. I honestly don't know, and I'll look up right now what their last starting lineup was, but I'm not sure who Liverpool are starting with Virgil van Dijk. So I am checking that right now, and actually, one moment here. Got a call from the wife. Wasn't sure if it was an emergency, but everything is good. Everything is all good. Yeah. So Liverpool's defense, I'm not sure who they start. I think they kind of rotate around. But let me see. Liverpool starting 11. Let's pull it up. Because yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't watch enough Liverpool. My cousin, first cousin, good friend of mine, close, we're like brothers practically. He's a big old Liverpool fan, and I'm actually going to have an interview with him pre-match and post-match tomorrow, to go with my pre-match match. We're going to watch along, and then a post-match tomorrow, and hopefully I feel better. I'm sure I will. It's only a day or two that this medicine messes me up, makes me feel all yucky. So I don't know. Anybody know? Oh my God! Hey, we've got some great people in the chat. Some really cool people just showed up. Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. She's got a channel that is growing, and head over there so you can be one of the OGs. So you can be one of the original members of her channel. You can say I was there when she was only at 600. When she's at 10,000 someday. Kate, you're killing it. You're gonna do it. Keep it up. Alexander Hilton though says, when was Trent out? Well, Trent is out now. Trent is hurt. They've announced that Trent's not going to play. You said the defense will probably be Robertson, Konate. Konate, I forgot about him. Thank you. I was like Gomez, but anyway, Konate is a great player. Great. Shoot, he's not great, but he's a good defender. And so, I mean, I think their defense is fine. I think our defense is better. I think their offensive line, I sounded so American. I think their attacking three might be better than ours, maybe on the day. It's tough. But yeah, big up back to you, Kate. And Scott says, is he back now? I thought he was out for a couple of weeks. Yeah, no, Trent Alexander-Arnold is out for our match, been confirmed. And Liverpool have like zero balance in the midfield. Man, it's pathetic how little I know about Liverpool, but I just don't watch nasty red teams that aren't good. I know that they kind of overhauled the entire midfield this summer. I think there's no longer Henderson. Henderson, I don't think starts anymore. Or God, he shouldn't. Let me find a good link for this. This is just predicted, but I'll take it. So in the midfielder, they have that Sabazlai. I'll never pronounce that correctly. Zobazlai, and then McAllister. Alex McAllister is a pretty good player. I mean, I could see the fact that maybe they don't have a whole lot of balance there. I don't know who's like the defensive unit in that midfield, but still, Alex, I think you're underestimating them a bit, and I don't think that I'm not saying we're going to lose or that like they're going to smash us, but I think 4-2 might be a little optimistic. But again, you could be totally right, and maybe I'm just being pessimistic. But I've been hurt many times, as you have, sir, and so yeah. It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. The comments are still coming in though. Yeah, and same thing. Yeah. McAllister and Jones and Zabazai, it isn't a very defensive midfield. They have no physicality. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Perfect. Thank you for helping me get that out. Exactly. So I guess we might be able to body them. Just Basuma, just go straight through. Maybe we won't have much trouble breaking the lines and going from defense to attack. That's my hope, at least. But it really does depend on if our players are good. And so has everybody heard our Madison and Son confirmed okay, or are they still to be assessed? That's what I need to know. And I'm looking it up too, but you guys might beat me to it. If they're hurt, you guys, we are in big trouble. It's just that, I mean, it's just that simple. God, if we lose Madison for any extended period of time, I know everyone says just stick Kulu in the middle, or just stick Kulu there, but there would be such a drop off in quality, such a drop off in quality. You just see Basuma having 5 players on him and just go past without any trouble. I swear I say these things without seeing your comments first. We've been saying the exact same stuff. Are you me? Are we each other? Alex, you're the man. Again, thanks for showing up and being here, my dude. Scott M says they wanted Caicedo. If they got him, their midfield would be just below City for best in the league. Still with Jones in there. Still good with Jones in there, but he is still young. Okay, cool. Thanks. Is Jones like the more defensive of the midfielders then? Scott or yeah. Anyway, thank you for that info. You are the man. I really like the interaction, you guys. Saying what's up, throwing some stuff in the chat. It's good. It helps the show to flow. Just want to say again to any Australians watching, thank you so much for Postecoglou's. Thanks for raising him, nurturing him. And I promise that just like a beautiful baby, we will take wonderful care of him and continue his development at Spurs. Man, if he continues on his trajectory that he's on now, he'll be at one of the mega clubs. He's that good. And so just want to thank the whole of Australia and Greece, for that matter, for Ange Postecoglou's. God bless you. So, guys, here comes the link. Throw in the link in the chat. If anybody would like to come and chat for just a minute before we end, again, I'll be the first to admit this was not my best show today. But like I said, I had to take some pretty heavy medicine. So, I don't want to tell everybody everything. But yeah, it's called methotrexate, and the other one's called Humira. And it just makes me feel like bud. But I still had to get on here and talk Spurs with my family. Everybody, there's the StreamYard link. If you are interested in joining in and coming and having your say about the match tomorrow, about this budding relationship that we've got, between Romero and VDV, if you want to come and talk about anything, boom, there's the link. It's a StreamYard link. It looks a lot like the others, but this one takes you to me. So anybody who wants to come, you're free to. If nobody wants to, all good. We've got some really good jazz music we can play us out to. All is good. All is good, everybody. Again, I'm going to say it 100 times. Thank you all for being here. So we got some viewers right now. Thank you, guys. Big up, big love. Thank you. Always good to have you here. We do it because we love Spurs, but we also love to do it together. It's always better with people in the chat. So big love to you guys. Just gonna get everything a little sexy in here with some jazz music. Kind of we gotta talk a little bit more. Is it mind games from the gaffer? Like the fact that let me find an actual pre-match conference or pre-match press conference. I don't even talk. All right, so we've got from 1 hour ago. Matters and Sunny trained today. They seem to get through it okay, but we'll see how they pull up because they were sore last week. That's definitely mind games. He's absolutely gonna play. We're good. They're both good. They're both gonna play. Sunny and Madison will both play. We're in good shape. I think with those two guys in, it's anybody's match. I don't think that they. Sort of like Hilton was saying, are significantly better than us in any area. But again, you could disagree. But I mean, they've got Salah, of course. Salah's a threat. But watch your doggy pocket in. I swear. I'm calling it now. Salah won't be able to do anything. He won't get any goals. He is he's not going to be influential at all. And wait, when did Troy Deeney compare himself with Kane, and why? What? Hold on. Explain yourself. I'll Google it too here in a second. We have Elish said, Colin, how's you, my man? Hey, I haven't seen you since you went to Crete or wherever you went to. Thank you for for being here. Here's the StreamYard link, Ellie, if you'd like to jump on. I don't know what you're up to, but yeah, I am great. Living life, living it to the fullest. I hope you're good as well. Boom. Hey, what's up, Greenpeace? Yes, Heung-min Son is a legend. He is the man. Without him, Spurs are in a bad spot. I think Kane leaving wasn't nearly as big of a deal as it could have been because of Sonny. And so, yeah, I would love to thank the Korea Republic national football team and Korea in general for Sonny. Like we've been thanking Australia for Postecoglou'S, I want to thank you guys for Heung-min Son, and I promise I will take good care of him. Oh my gosh. 1 second, you guys. Hold on, just 1 second. Hold on. Jose? Hey, mate, what's up? Oh, you want to be on the show? You're in the back? Okay, yeah. Jose, what's up, my man? How are you? Good. Yeah, thanks for calling and letting me know you were here. I appreciate that. That's definitely a plus. Yeah, so thank you for that. Yeah, mate, I think you might be muted. Are you? Is your mic muted?
No. I was smiling. Okay. I was smiling at you.
Gotcha. You like my little bit there? That's a new one I'm working on. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna let people in from now on.
It's original.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I had a friend help me with the idea, but you said I could find the tweet on ESPN UK. I'll do it. Have you heard about this? Troy Deeney comparing himself to Kane.
No.
Have you heard anything about that?
No, I haven't. I've been working this afternoon. No, I'm not.
You're like I've got stuff to do. Yeah, I'll find it in a second. But that's bonkers. Troy Deeney was a better player than I think people gave him credit for. But still,
Troy Deeney.
Yeah.
Troy Deeney's compared himself to Kane. In what sense, though? Where does he believe he's like Kane?
Right. So 5 hours ago, Troy Deeney says Kane can't do what I do, as he claimed he's better at heading and controlling a ball than the England captain. So I guess if that's all it is, then I don't agree. The controlling the ball part, that's completely false, and it's all false. There's no category in which Troy Deeney is better than Kane, except for like being slightly overweight.
Sometimes you get you get what you deserve in life, and the fact that Harry Kane has however many England appearances, however many goals, and has played at the top for near on 10 years, and Troy Deeney hasn't, kind of tells you something.
Yeah, like I said, for Watford, I mean, Troy Deeney was fine, and he scored some good goals. I picked him up in FIFA a lot because he was older, decent finisher. You can get him for cheap. But anyway, that's not real life. But I mean, he wasn't a terrible player or anything. I mean, he wasn't god awful. But to compare yourself to Kane is quite humorous.
Yes.
So yeah, man, you've been doing good though. You said you were working today. Been busy.
Oh no, I finished now. But I have been working. Yes. I finished now. I'm now waiting for my wife to finish work.
Ah, perfect. You guys got. Oh, hold on. I got another phone call. Hello, Ellie. Yes, I'll bring you right on. Gotcha. Thank you so much for being here. Here you come.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Ellie?
Sunny Cyprus, right by my sister-in-law's pool.
That is beautiful. Yes. Sorry that I said Crete. I was off. I knew it started. I knew I was around the right area.
Yeah, look, I'll arrange for you.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Come on, you Spurs from Cyprus.
Come on, you Spurs. God, if I wish I was there with you.
Hi, Ellie. How are you, darling? You're all right?
Yeah, I'm having a wonderful time. We've extended our holiday as well because we were supposed to go back today, but we're going back Wednesday now. So my husband can have a bit more rest because I'm like officially retired anyway, but my husband's still working, so I'm a slave driver.
There you go. Yeah. I'm just glad you're enjoying yourself, having fun. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thanks
It's
for
nice being
joining
on
us.
holiday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate having you on. Thanks for joining us. So I haven't had a chance to ask you guys, either of you guys, really today. So my feelings about the Liverpool match are changing daily. Like one day I'll be confident and think, yeah, we got this. We're gonna smash them. The next day I'll think, hey, we gotta lose eventually. If we do it, it's probably going to be against a strong squad like this Liverpool squad. I don't know how to feel, and so I'd like to know how you guys feel. We'll start with Ellie because we haven't really talked a whole lot yet today. Are you excited, nervous, both?
I'm very excited because I feel that we can beat them for once in a million years. I think the last time we beat them was at Wembley when we beat them 4-1. We actually thrashed them that day. But they always get the rub of the green, Liverpool, don't they? So I want us to get the rub of the green this time and have a little bit of luck here and there and win the match, because we've got to break their bubble as well, because they're like unbeaten like us as well, aren't they? So
exactly, and they've gotten some crazy wins with 10 men. You know what I mean? And they've done a lot of things, I think, that similar to us, that have like galvanized their squad and brought them together. We've gotten the late wins. We've worked hard, shown that we can fight and win, but they've been doing the same thing. That's they've been scrapping their wins, and so I think this will be a real clash of the Titans, so to speak.
Yeah. I think we're
I'm
going to
nervous.
win that midfield battle, though. I think we've got them in the midfield, and then it's up to Sonny, because we need him to turn up again and get a couple of goals for us, maybe. And then maybe Richie to nick one, make it 3-0. Come on.
God, I wish. From your mouth to God's ears, Ellie. From your lips to God's ears. But hey, and then speaking of Højbjerg, since Ellie's here, we might need him as on his last yellow. That's a good point, Zippor. Thanks for being here again, by the way. You just keep showing up. Zippor's a new face in the chat, new subscriber. Big time appreciated. We are growing in subscribers, everybody. At 266 last time I looked. We're climbing. We're climbing. So big love to everybody, by the way, for subscribing.
About three more than yesterday, Colin, and 8 more than the day before.
Hey, I'll take it. We're growing. We're doing it. Alexander Hilton, though, says we don't have Eric Dyer now giving out world-class assists to Salah. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is very true.
I'm excited to see the back of Eric Dyer. Ellie, have you heard the rumors that Mourinho wants him back at Roma?
I'd love it. Come on, Mourinho. Get that checkbook out.
Get it done.
Take him from us, please.
Yeah. I don't know how good of it, like how much to trust in that rumor. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if it's very reliable, but still, I'm gonna choose to believe it. Why not?
Because they had a hard time of it, Roma. They lost 4-1.
Yeah, exactly. So. And they've also got, I mean, an aging English player as one of their defenders, and why not have another? Grab them all. We've got a lot of people here. We've got Alan Sibley says good game for the neutral. Agreed. It's going to be a great game for the neutral. Hold on. You guys. I got to get the phone.
We're busy with that phone today, aren't we? Eh?
Everybody wants to join Colin today.
Hello. Alan, I don't know, man. Last time you were mean to everybody. You were cursing. You were screaming. I'm just kidding. It's Alan, everybody. Here he comes.
Yay. Come on.
I called you Alan, but your name's Adrian. What's up, Adrian?
Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
I'm
fine. You still swanning it in Cyprus, Ellie, yeah?
I am right by my sister-in-law's beautiful pool. You see?
Did you look at that Zone Voltaire I sent you yet? No?
Say that again?
Did you look at the Football Made Simple?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Go and look at
We're not too far away from each other, Zippor. Sorry, guys. I just had to say, me and Zippor are only a couple hours away from each other. That's awesome.
Go and look at Zone 20 with Pep Guardiola as well. You'll find them, they're very informative,
Very, very, very good.
No one go there now. Everybody stay here, and when the show's over, then you can go to Football Made Simple. But for now, we need you here.
We're calling football. Come on.
The beginning of the show wasn't great, but you guys have come in and saved the day.
Saved the day, have we? Okay.
Yes, yeah. Isn't that crazy? We needed you guys today. How bad of a day must have it been? No, I'm just kidding. Totally joking. John Fitzpatrick says Dyer can go for free. Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't care if we get any money for him. I would just like to not be paying his wages as yesterday. We're paying him about another 3 4 mil just for the rest of his contract. Yeah. Hey, Hilton, that's exactly what Ellie said. Roma are in trouble right now.
Yeah.
Mourinho's getting
they got beat yesterday 4-1.
4-1, and I think they're 15th or 16th in their league. So they're
what is going on with them? See, I don't pay enough attention to other leagues, but we got lots of people big upping each other in the chat. Huey the F lads. Can anyone translate that for me?
I don't know what it means.
Me neither. Well, but hey, Lee, it's really nice to have you here.
It's a Newcastle lad.
I think he means something rude for the F.
Oh,
he's a Newcastle lad.
Yeah, hey, we'll all love here. You know, anybody from any channel is welcome. This is just talk and ball. I happen to be a Spurs fan, but we can talk ball, you know, any team you'd like. But good to have you here. You are always welcome. Come back whenever you'd like. We are a nice group of people. And the link is in the chat somewhere if you want to come talk. Just don't be crazy. I'll put it back. I might regret this. But anyway, you guys, Liverpool tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming like all day. I'm sure a lot of people are. But I'm going to do a pre-match, an interview with my cousin, my first cousin, who's a very, very big Liverpool supporter. Then I'm going to do a match, like commentary thing with a buddy of mine. And then I'm doing a post-match show and another interview with my cousin. Tomorrow's going to be a wild day on Talk of Ball, so everybody make sure that you tune in. But you guys,
it is for me because I'm going.
Man,
usually Spurs home games usually involve copious amounts of alcohol as well. Right?
There you go. Hey, man,
I want to get in. Like,
just make sure you get home safe, my guy. That's all I got to say. When copious amounts of alcohol are involved, just make sure you get home safe.
I walk. It's only a mile and a half. Takes me 45 minutes.
That's so cool. When I was younger,
I'd get it in 30.
You're right. Hey, it's all good. We're all like I said, we're all getting older, all of us, every second right now.
And just hope that Basuma doesn't get a booking tomorrow, because
exactly that was just said. He's
got 3 bookings, so he's got 13 games to go without getting 2. I can't see that.
Support my Chicago friend said. Speaking of Højbjerg, and we might need him because Basuma's on his last yellow. Yeah, they'll know that too, and you know what I mean.
If he's had 3, he's got 2 more.
Yeah, he's got 2 to go. It's 5.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that's better than I thought.
And they get wiped.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Ben. Afternoon, Ben.
Yeah, we got Ben here. Leo from Mile High Hotspurs here. So many cool people. Oh, and we got a big up. Hey, big up back. The biggest of ups.
So have you discussed who you think is going to play tomorrow yet or not? Or
we're about to. We're kind of getting to it. First, I was just getting everybody's just general feeling. I'm nervous. I wasn't to begin with, but I'm nervous now. You're not nervous?
No.
Wow. All right. Jose, what are you feeling? Where are we gonna beat them on the park? Where's the where are we gonna best them?
I said this yesterday already, so I'm just repeating and regurgitating what I said yesterday. So to me, Ellie's hit the nail on the head. For me, the game gets won in midfield. Basuma sets the tone for every game that we play. Basuma on fire from the start. We eat through their midfield. We win the game. I'd take a 1-0 victory because I just want the 3 points. However, I reckon we'll win 3-0, and I think Liverpool will get a player sent off.
Wow. The player sent off is such a specific...
either a defender or a goalkeeper. Something will happen up top, and a player will get sent off for them.
Elliot,
I'm going to put $5 on it.
The game, I think we're going to win 3-0, like I said earlier. I think we're going to batter them because they've had too much luck in the league so far, Liverpool. They've come back from behind 3 or 4 times to win games, and they haven't done it convincingly against a lot of teams. So I think we got the beating of them. And Sonny's on fire now. Come on, Sonny. And I like to see Solomon play as well because I like the lad. He's a really good player. He tries hard. He's just got to learn how to release the ball a little bit earlier. You know, do your bit and then release it to someone who's in a good position to score, and then we'll be okay. But I think 3-0 would be a very good score for us. Even I'll take a 1-0 like Jose said. Sorry, I'll even take a 1-0.
And Solomon showed he could assist at Burnley, didn't he? He had 2 assists there when we played away at Burnley. So good call.
He's definitely more than just pace. Yeah.
I think Solomon will start, but I posted in my group with Richarlison. The reason I did that, he's ex-Everton and he'll be up for the game because it's Liverpool.
Interesting. So, that's a good thought.
And I got it wrong with Brennan Johnson against Arsenal. I thought he'd be on the bench. So Ange threw me a wobbler there. But I've noticed that the Mickey Mouse's supporters, right? They've been giving it large like Arsenal fans were before the North London derby. We're going to smash you. It's going to be 5-0. It's going to be 5-1, 4-0. They're talking out their jacks, aren't they, really? I mean, I said I saw something different against the Sheffield United game when we got across the line. And I've seen it in the past in decades when Spurs have gone on to won things and had exciting teams. And it wasn't just the Sheffield United game. This is no fluke. And even the Arsenal game, getting the 2-2. We come from a goal behind against Burnley, a goal behind against Brentford, a goal behind against Sheffield United, and from 2 goals behind against Arsenal. This is no fluke when a team's got grit like that. This young team is full of gems, and it's gelled quickly, and it's going places. And Liverpool, they've got no more pace on the flanks than Man United had when we played Man United at home. Admittedly, Man United caused us problems with Rashford and Antony on the flanks. And they could have had a couple of headed goals. Plus, Vicario made a good save with his legs, didn't he? In that game earlier before that,
he does that. I think that's a trait of his. But he does regularly.
Jennings, Jose.
Sorry,
with his legs. He reminds me of Pat Jennings with his legs.
Yeah.
So we got the energy. I think teams when fans make these big scores, it's because they're nervous, basically. That's why they'll never predict their team winning unless it's by a 2-goal margin, And these Liverpool fans are doing the same thing the Arsenal fans did. And I expect us to win at least 2-0 tomorrow, 3-0, 3-1, something like that.
Wow.
I mean, I do. We're at home. That stadium tomorrow, they think it's been noisy so far. This is Liverpool, mate.
That's what I was just about to say, Adrian. Adrian, I said yesterday, and I said it this morning, mate, and you're going to the game tomorrow. I said yesterday, Colin, didn't I? I said that what we need, Liverpool in their stadium, they have the 12th man for them at their stadium. We need the fans to be our 12th man tomorrow. We need the fans to be on point tomorrow. If they're on point tomorrow, it will benefit the team so greatly. And it will push them players. It will push them players even more for them to want to perform for us.
And I don't think their defence is. I think Arsenal's defence is better than theirs. I was saying it before the North London derby. I said we beat Arsenal because I thought we were going to win there, right? I said the Liverpool game we will win, but we drew at Arsenal. We showed true grit, and we'll win. And
great movie, by the way.
All the rivals and the media haters, they've all been talking about Liverpool's all I'm here, and then no one's mentioning us. You know what I mean? Which is probably a good thing. Keep us under the radar.
We perform better when we're flying under the radar. I think
midfield three's better. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're good in midfield. They're good up front. So I just think we're better defensively than them, and we can cope with a high line. There's a whole pace, really. I mean, Van der Ven and Romario aren't slow. Neither is Udogie or Porro. We can cope with them pushing on to us. Porro's just got to keep his concentration going because although
Porro's been making some good tackles.
Yeah, although he's improved, I've got to admit. I'm still watching him. Before Arsenal scored that first goal, I think he's susceptible to the crosses over. A cross come over and nothing come of it. But again, he was standing like he was at Leicester and against Newcastle on the far post. I didn't see him look over his shoulder as if he wasn't aware of the Arsenal player behind him. Nothing came out of him. I think a couple of times that happened. But on the plus side, I see him clear dodgy situation, a dangerous situation, out for a corner and all that, right? And he got stuck in and made a few tackles. But Klopp is a tactician. He will target him.
Oh, absolutely. He's the weakest point in our squad. Anybody, I think, will tell you that, right? You guys all agree? If you're attacking Porro's the weak link.
I wouldn't say he's the weakest link,
Who's the weak? Then who's the weakest? I'm not. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean out of the starting 11. You know what I mean? He's who I would target.
I would say Sarr is our weakest link, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I say that. And a lot of people be screaming at me right now because he's been playing very well. I just think he's a bit. Sometimes he's a bit overzealous in the tackling. Sometimes he gives away silly free kicks, and he's just got to mature a bit. But he's learning the game, the boy. He's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong. But I think Porro's got that extra experience. And I think he'll be better played in Kulu's position and then put Kulu as our number 10 with Madders to help him on that sort, like an inverted number 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just play inside. Because he plays most of his football inside anyway. He doesn't take the ball to the line. So what's the point putting him? Yeah. Whereas Porro, he can speed down that wing and he can create havoc, right? So I just feel like maybe play Emerson in that position because he is better defensively, Emerson. I think he deserves a bit of a try out as well, Emerson. He hasn't done anything particularly wrong for us. I know some people say he can't play, but defensively, I think he's quite good, in my opinion. I think he's right. Quite good. He does. Look, when we played Man City, he was fabulous. When we played Liverpool away, he was fabulous, and he was going all around the pitch, but he didn't forget his defensive duties. And the boy is learning.
He's way better than he gets credit for. Yeah, Ellie, 100%.
He is. 100%. Maybe a lot of people will be screaming at me now, saying putting Emerson in, I think he deserves a game.
Yeah, to prove himself.
Yeah, right. And then push Porro into his Kulu's position. Bring Kulu way.
That's a radical idea, but I love it. I think that actually sounds like it would work, especially with Brennan Johnson out, because we would probably be playing Brennan on the right if he was fit. I really think so. I think that he's meant to be like an instant starter. So the fact that he's not fit, that Porro would be paced down that right-hand side that Kulu definitely doesn't offer. But Adrian, I interrupted the heck out of you, my man. I'm so sorry about that.
Right, I'm going to scream at Ellie now in the nicest possible way. No, I agree with a lot of what you said, actually. The Emerson final ball still bothers me unless he's improved on that in the final third. Rubbish.
Just play it simple.
Yeah.
If I was his manager, I'd say just play it simple, Emerson. Don't do any long balls.
I can see Decky as a number 10. He's got it all, hold up, plan, everything. He could hold up. He could even be an emergency 9 because he could hold the ball up. But in the 9 position.
He can't pass like Matters, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't know what's happening with Lo Celso. Lo Celso can play as a 10, but all we're going to do is we can get all, I know it's early now, but we'll have rumours about the January transfer window of popping up now all over the place. You know what I mean? So, if he stays, I mean, be interested to see if Ange can get a tune out of either Gil or Sessegnon, because I mean, I haven't given up hope on Sessegnon. Everybody says, like, just get rid of him, but he's there for this season, so he's got this season to try and get a bit of game time or convince Ange on a training ground, hasn't he? So I haven't given up on him. Lo Celso, if he's going to be broody and moody in the squad, just get rid of him. And I'm a big fan before he even come to the club. I watched him play for Argentina and I thought this guy's good. Yeah, you could see he had class, and he is a classy player. But if he don't fit the system, he can go. And if he's a problem amongst the squad, morale-wise, he can go as well, because we don't want miserable in the squad. You know what I mean? So, but Sarr, I didn't know nothing about Bentancur before he come to the club. I knew I would put onto Kulusevski before he come. So, I liked what I saw. I couldn't believe he was 21 when I see him built like a tank. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. He's a brick house for sure.
Yeah. So
guys, somebody really cool just showed up here. Chris Peters is in the house.
All right, Chris.
He said you and Chris is, just want to add, the very first Patreon member of the channel, helping keep the lights on. Big love, Chris. You're the man. Big love. Hope everything's going well with you and the wife, the son, everybody. Hope they're all good. Hope everybody is happy, healthy, having a great day. We were talking Liverpool, as you already know. I interrupted Adrian again. So, Adrian, where were you even? I'm sorry.
I was just going to talk about Sarr. I mean, like, his shooting needs to improve, but I'd actually looked at him before he came to the club, and I'd seen him in games breaking forward. I've seen him score from outside the box. I've seen him take penalties with confidence. Seen him do that. I've seen his vision and his running with the ball. He is, if you ask Stelios on another channel away, he was one of those players. The reason he's keeping Skip out the side is because he's super fit. Do you remember when we went off to Korea with Conte and you had the Marine there training the players before he died? Sadly died, didn't he? I think him and Gil were probably two of the fittest at the end of all these training sessions that were still standing, you know?
Yeah.
So, once on the ground, like
vomiting. So, he's got a bit of he's like, just, I don't know what his best position is, really. I think he's got such a high ceiling that he could play multiple positions, I think, you know. So we're waiting to see. He's not going to go anywhere. He's staying, you know. All them players
have a long contract.
Yeah, and now anyone gets down to 2 years, they've either got to sign or be sold.
That's what you've been saying. That's what you've been saying. Yeah, I agree with it.
Because if they don't want to sign or they're stalling, it's because what's that saying to you, like psychologically and subliminally? What it tells you is like, oh, they don't want to be at the club, really. If you don't want to sign after 2 years, you've been there for playing great football. But I don't think we're going to have that issue with the best of our players because they're so happy playing the style of football we're playing. And there's the atmosphere in the training ground supposed to be brilliant at the moment, what I'm hearing, right? So I don't see, and even with Ange, he's 57. Real Madrid come calling. Well, Real Madrid, the problem is with these European clubs, they still haven't recovered from COVID. They're all skint. Juventus, Barcelona, even Real Madrid.
Everyone talks poor about Levy, but we're not. We're one of the clubs that's not skint right now. You know what I mean? We actually have money. It's really weird that we're in this position where we can outspend some of those clubs that you just named.
I don't think we've got a fortune in a transfer kitty. We're going to have to sell a few players as well, but there will be money there. I mean, it's not like we're going to spend 100 million. Yeah, it's not like we're going to spend 100 million every season. That's not sustainable. Football clubs.
Ange is 58.
Football clubs make a profit. Spurs turned over 444 million last year.
Yeah, who are they paying?
They paid 41 million pound in interest and showed a 51 million pound loss. Right now, don't forget that year of accounts last year a year behind, so it's still the COVID effect on those year of accounts.
Yeah,
even when we got to the final of the Champions League, we only made about 60 million.
Yeah,
but
we've got this new stadium, and we're hosting all of these events.
Yeah.
If we get,
can someone explain? I'm sorry, I'm kind of dumb. Who's this?
If we use these companies and we getting these players like Brighton have done on these data analysis, and we sort of bring players in that rather than scouting them on the eye test, so we know, then there should be less chance of our recruitment being poor. But
I didn't know that Diaby was available at the same time. So Kate, this is a girl who loves Spurs, says we could have had Diaby instead of Kulu, for fuck's sake. And I had no
Kate's
idea.
not Kulu's biggest fan. I'm a big Kulu fan. That's fair enough. That's their opinion, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I was just kidding about Sarr,
awesome.
by the way. I was just kidding because you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to create a little bit of controversy because I know a lot of people, they love Sarr, and I do as well. But I just didn't want to call out Porro. I didn't want to call out Porro as the worst player, the weakest link. But you know what? I love Kate. Because everybody's got their favourites. Everybody thinks other players, Like I personally think Kulu's a fantastic player. I think he's brilliant at holding the ball, bringing others into play. He hardly ever loses it, and he works so hard tracking
his position
back,
is unique.
which goes unnoticed. A lot of his tracking back goes unnoticed. You noticed against Arsenal, he was doing a lot of tracking back and helping out Porro. Yeah, sure. And Porro had a decent game because of it, because he was allowed to go forward because Kulu was helping him as well. And they both worked as a team on that left on that right hand side. So it works
the
very
ladies
well.
are not agreeing today because Kate says that Kulu's wank. Everything stops with him. He's a one-trick pony and slows the game down. He has one good game in 10, she says. But she said when he has the ball, he does absolutely nothing with it except score the latest winner in Premier League history. And he also, like Ellie said, Kate, he's just so good at holding up the ball. We don't have anybody like him. He's almost. I swear that he's Kane-esque.
Yeah.
He's Kane-esque in the way that he can use his body to hold the people off the ball and shield the ball. He's very smart with that. But yeah, I mean, he's not the best, definitely.
Do you know what? We had another player like him called Chris Waddle, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like him a lot. He had a little bit more pace, right? But he used to do similar things. But because the British players, they're taught to go down the line, whereas foreign players, they're not taught that. They're taught to cut back in and lay it off, which Kulu does, because he's only doing what he's learned as a young boy, you know. But I just feel that he gives us something different. You need the player to slow it down sometimes and be thoughtful and intelligent. You don't have to go gun-ho all the time, because then it's just fast football all the time. You've got to slow it down sometimes, like Glenn Hoddle used to do. Yeah? Anybody criticising Teddy Sheringham for doing that? Teddy Sheringham was the same. When he got the ball, he was very cultured, and he never moved. He's not a fast runner, so you can have a mixture of players like that. You know, I just personally love Kulu. I think he's fabulous player.
Can I? Sorry, I've been out with my my daughter this afternoon, so I don't know. Has Ange done his presser yet?
So that's what I think so.
Yes, yes, he has.
Have we got any injuries for tomorrow?
We've got Johnson.
Brennan Johnson's out.
Brennan Johnson's definitely out.
I heard. Yep, and then I heard that Madison and Son were to be assessed, but I think that's mind games, and I think that's you know what I mean. I think they're going to be fine, but yeah, he said they were to be assessed before the match because they both weren't feeling perfect, you know, like before the last one. So he's going to have to assess them again. But to me, that sounds like they're going to play. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I hope so.
I still haven't sussed his system out quite yet, because when Brennan Johnson's was forward and people were complaining about him not tracking back in the Arsenal game to help Udogie out who got a booking, I think Ange wants his forwards to stay up there. I know it's more of a risk, and you've got like Udogie on the left and you've got Van der Ven and one of the midfielders to come across. I mean, I'll be keep looking on these games. You know, once we get halfway through the season, we'll probably all have it sussed. But
have a better idea of what exactly.
I mean, I know it does help. I mean, as Ellie correctly said, Manor Solomon will run back. He will come back and try and help out. So would Richie if he was there. But it'll be interesting to see who starts, whether it's Solomon or Richie.
I'm betting money that it's Solomon.
Connection. Do you want me to give you a left field pick?
Go on.
Son to go onto the left.
Okay.
Kulu on the right. Bring in Valise tomorrow.
Wow.
You know what?
You're big on throwing people into big games.
To be honest.
A lot of people have been calling for that as well. I've been reading Twitter. They said, let the boy have a chance.
The only thing with that is it's the effect that could possibly have on Richarlison. He scored a goal against Sheffield United, didn't he? So I think if you're a wise manager, you could bring him on as a sub. That I could see, but would you really
want him and then have
Richarlison would be thinking, what more have I got to do? I've scored a goal, and he's ex-Everton, so be up for the Liverpool game. It'd be double derby for him, you know. So
Sake says that Jude has been better at youth level than Valise. I don't know who Jude is.
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham.
Yeah. Is that who he's talking about? Because
that's
good. I thought he was speaking about some kind of a Spurs player. Do we have a Jude at all in the Spurs?
Oh yeah, it's Jude Bell's
Soon-Sup Bell. Soon-Sup Bell.
Is that his first name?
Bell. That's it. That's who it is. Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Up Bell, that's it.
Yeah, that he's been doing better than Velith at youth level. That's interesting. And I mean, if whoever Big Ange wants to bring in, I have it down here. Ange will get the setup right tomorrow. We can speculate all day, but I think he's going to get it right. Kate though says that Kate's been saying a lot. I've been throwing them up. She is
get her on. Come on, Kate. Come on, get her on.
Yeah.
Come on, Kate.
Come on, Katie. Come and join us.
Come on and school us, Kate. Come and school us.
Pick up the phone.
Click the link. Click the link.
No, pick up the phone. Colin's waiting for the call.
Come on.
Exactly. 100%.
Katie, Waity.
Chris Peters, though, my man Chris says, hey, Chris, if you're not busy, I mean, you're probably working right now. Wait, what time is it over there, guys?
20 to 5.
Yeah, if we're still going when you're off work, please come on, buddy. It'd be great to see you.
I'm 20 to 7 in Cyprus.
Oh God, I'm so jealous. Oh my God. Hey, hold on one second. I feel like the phone's about to ring. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that there's about to be. Just 1 second. This is probably nothing.
Just a girl who loves her.
I feel an Alex rant. Coming on.
Hey, calm down. I'm sorry we did the compare. I'm sorry. No. We'll stop talking about Charleston, Kate. It's fine. Okay.
Oh my God! I feel like watching Mr. Box Office ×4.
Go on, come and school us, Kate. Come on.
If he's Mr. Box Office, I'm Mr. Post Office. Because he's a legend. I'm not to his level.
Oh my God! I can't believe I've heard Kulu mentioned in the same sentence as Teddy Sheringham, Chris Waddle, and Harry Kane. I actually feel like I'm on some sort of mad other planet. I mean, they can't. He couldn't lace their boots. I mean, I just can't cope. As
those mushrooms weren't normal mushrooms that you ate earlier, Kate.
Oh my God. Richarlison, I've got a sprained ankle and 2 partially dislocated kneecaps, and I could do a better job for Spurs than that mushroom. So he can stay well away.
His first touch is just so bad to me. That's my thing with Richarlison. His first touch.
All he can do is head a ball. That's it. That's all he can do, and shout a lot. You know.
And do you remember, like in the Arsenal match, he had that opportunity that he put like this far wide, where he was just completely. I mean, that we could have won the match. He could have been a hero. The pressure was just getting to him. I think if he goes somewhere else, he might be able to be successful.
Solomon will start, Kate. Don't worry. Solomon will start simply because when Ange first came, he always said he likes to play 2 wingers that hug the touchline. So if he can, he will. So I think Solomon will start. But Decky will still play. And Son will be in the middle. It'd be the same team, as just that Solomon will come, I think. The others might come on the sub.
You don't want to make too many changes. If it's a winning team, you don't want to change it too much. But for me, the biggest blow is that Brennan Johnson's out, because I would have had Kulu out and him in. He offers something so different to Kulu. Kulu just passes backwards, forwards. Yeah, he holds the ball up, and he does nothing with it. He just slows the play down. He's so frustrating. I'd like to give him a smack in the face. I've got to be honest.
As a ginger, I've got to for the ginger association of gingers. I got to say,
we just have to disagree on that one. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I just love Kulu. I think I love players who can hold the ball and not lose it.
But that should be standard. That should be standard for any professional
there's so many
footballer.
players, Kate, that lose the ball.
Yeah,
especially in our team.
But
they do lose it a lot.
Kulu, I agree, he holds the ball up well, but he never does nothing with it at all. Well, he just slows it down.
He scored 2 goals.
Yeah, well, the goals he scored, I could have scored. I could have scored them, Ellie, let's be fair.
Okay. What are Kulu's stats since he's been at Spurs?
Yeah, I know stats don't mean nothing. I'm going by the eye test.
Right, okay.
But, when it comes to stats, that's what what they all look
16
for.
assists, 9 goals, and in 54 games. Kulu's had an influence. Kulu's had an impact, an important impact in every other game he's put a Spurs shirt on.
Yeah, he's impacted my
I know
brain.
what you mean by him.
Fair
Kate,
enough.
though.
Fair enough. I mean,
I
like,
know what you mean.
Mm.
It can be frustrating. I know what you mean.
The thing
But
is,
he adds
he's going to
something
score
to our
tomorrow.
team.
I hope so. The thing is, right, what it is with Kulu is when he first come in, I loved him. His first season was brilliant, but this season he's done absolutely nothing for me except make me want to tear my hair out.
Yeah, so he's got to find some form so you can keep your hair.
Exactly. My hair was brown before this season started.
I'm jealous of how much hair you have. Don't show it off. I'm bald
Kate,
over here.
While we're how's Jim, Kate? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's getting there. He's still struggling, but I'm on a Liverpool show tonight. This will be funny. Me versus Anfield Rods. So yeah, it's me versus him.
For that one.
Yeah, I need
to.
You become a hot commodity, Kate. Everybody wants you on their channel.
I don't think that's
you're
true.
Blowing up. You're blowing up, Kate.
I think it's just because I'm always available.
Have you seen all these Liverpool fans that have been giving it large, Kate, like the Arsenal fans were before the North London derby? Yeah, I was
up against one tonight.
I've been busy doing other things, so I ain't been on and much around in the mornings and stuff like. But I'm thinking like they're nervous. That's why. It's nerves. That is. Yeah. When you start predicting big scores, it shows. Oh, you're so nervous. You always want to predict a 3-goal gap. You know what I mean? And things like that. 4-0s, 5-1s. Get alive.
Do you know what frustrates me? Is that I was watching a load of Liverpool fans last night giving it to Jacob, and it's clear they don't watch us play. They've got no idea how we play. They think we're just gung-ho and go all out and leave ourselves wide open, and that's not how we play at all. Ange's got everyone really organised.
It's like we don't watch a lot of other teams, I feel like, at least myself. Like I don't watch many Arsenal matches. I don't watch many Liverpool matches. So I bet you're right. I bet they haven't been watching us 100%.
Oh, I watch everyone. Any game of football, I watch it. So I do think I've got quite a good idea of how they play.
We know we're into a new philosophy now, but we don't go around giving it large, saying we're going to win this, win that, and beat everybody out of sight. I mean, Spurs fans have been doing this, giving it back to Arsenal fans. Don't get me wrong, I'm very partisan. I give some of them some mighty stick coming up to it. No, they were giving it, and I'll tell you what, when I do let it go, I'll let it go. You know what I mean? Pizza I'm eating, right?
Okay. We were playing a game. I was going to see if anyone in the comments would guess. Pizza is the answer of what Adrian was eating. Okay.
Just to make Ellie and Kate jealous, right?
Yeah, I'm starving.
I haven't had anything. I had a Twix candy bar and an energy drink so far today. So I'm doing good. Healthy breakfast.
I like the fact I've got my own song. She's here, she's there, she's every bloody where.
Or something beginning with an F. You're Johnny Pratt.
Jose, what's the other big booking situation apart from Basuma on 3? You've got 13 games, not to get 2 more. Ain't going to happen.
I think Basuma's
there's not many players have had. Well, there are some players that have had 1 booking. There's not many that have had 2. Basuma's the only one that's had 3, isn't he? So
I reckon that Basuma will get 5.
Romero's had 1. Romero's had 1. Sorry, Adoghi's had 2. Romero's had 1. Van der Ven hasn't had none yet. I don't think Porro's been booked. Sar's had 1 yellow. Sar's had 1 yellow.
That's not so
bad. Maddison's had a yellow.
I'm surprised he's only had 1.
Sonny hasn't had a yellow.
Sonny won't get a yellow. No.
I think there'd be a red card.
Yellow cards given though, isn't there? So many soft ones.
Well, yeah.
The referee tomorrow, can't remember the guy's name. Simon Hooper, that's it. He's ref 3 games. He's ref 3 games so far in the Premier League this year, and he's dished out 8 yellow cards and no reds in 3 games.
You're the man.
I'm absolutely convinced there'd be a red card tomorrow. Absolutely convinced.
I think that's what I said earlier, Kate. I think there'll be 1 for Liverpool, and I think it'll be either the defence or the keeper. I just got a feeling for tomorrow.
Yeah, he's prone to making stupid mistakes and doing crazy things. Their keeper, like coming out and then catching the ball halfway up the field or something.
I'm not sure if he's had 2 Alan Sibley for dissent. I've definitely had 1, but Maddison got 1 for dissent. The players have got to stop doing that, arguing the referee, because they're clamping down on this season. And it doesn't help us in the long run, like if they're barred, because we're going to lose Basuma and Sarr between the 13th of January and 11th of February for about 4 games, right?
Well, it depends on. Doesn't it depend on how far their teams make it in the tournament? Or I mean, like they
suspended before.
It could be minimum of 2 games and maximum of 4.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Well, tomorrow I can see a lot of yellow cards going to the Liverpool players for dissent because they're going to be wondering what Bissouma's doing to them.
I think young Jamie Donnelly will be on the bench, the Northern Ireland guy, because he's been training with the first team squad.
Nice.
He's bringing
under 21s. They're doing so well. They're nearly scoring. They're scoring 3 to 4 goals a game, like, you know.
But he's been bringing a player or 2 from the under 21s each week in to train. So he's rotating who he's bringing in, but he hasn't played to put him on the bench. The only one that's gone on the bench is Ashley Phillips.
Ashley Phillips is going to get game time. He's our backup center back.
They are so young, a lot of these. They're better than the previous lot of under 21s we had. You got Donnelly, Lancashire. You got Santiago. I mean, that's without the players out on loan like Devine, Alfie Devine, Warrington. You know, right? Ashley Phillips. I don't know if he'll be in the squad somewhere or not.
Niall John, Soupsop Bell.
Oh yeah, Niall John. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Niall John.
I love Niall John.
He's a second midfielder, come winger.
Jose, I gotta use the restroom real quick. You got to be in charge. Okay.
Okay.
Don't let anybody get too crazy. Be back in.
You got to keep Kate on a leash, in case she goes into one.
No, we let Kate off the leash. What's wrong with you? Let her off the leash.
Is she frozen?
Still with us, Kate?
Oh, she's not frozen.
Sorry, it's because I'm outside and the internet keeps dropping. Why has Colin got United Spurs of America on his picture?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's Jacob's coming on.
Because when I saw it,
I said their biggest fan.
I said to Tim, Jacob's on, and then I went, oh no, it's not, it's Colin. But I was confused. It don't take much to confuse me. So
they may have merged.
Oh, maybe.
We might be doing something.
9 o'clock tonight, Ellie.
9 o'clock tonight. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So that'll be 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock in Cyprus.
Yeah.
I can't deep over here. It's too
probably
hot.
be on my 3rd beer by then, Kate.
Oh, bloody hell. Good. Come in and start arguing with Liverpool fans.
Clean hands.
Yeah. I'll
Clean
give
hands.
Colin, why have you got United Spurs of America on your picture?
That is a mistake. StreamYard, Jacob and I share the payment. Like we split the payment of the StreamYard account, and then we just both use it. And I didn't change it back to my logo after he last used the account.
I'm telling.
So I mean, and also I'm a big fan of his. I like his channel. I like the stuff that he does. He does good work. Brings immaculate vibes. So yeah, I mean, So
supporting a brother, superb.
Exactly.
Well
he and I have been YouTube buddies in the game together. He has exploded, by the way, guys. The United Spurs of America. What a channel. What a great.
Well, he's a good presenter. I mean, the boys from the South Stand, Marlon has 2 houses and Ashmatic. I mean, they're excellent. They are brilliant. And I'll keep going on there. Pumping. I like to put facts in a channel so it gets other people interested, so they'll go there. Like, you know what I mean? I could go to my group and ask people to come, but if people are online, they'll either go or they won't go. You know what I mean? You're not going to put people into going, like, you know. So but I can see them growing exponentially as well because they are really good. And Ash with his stats, his analysis, he's brilliant. Like, you know,
great stuff. Yeah. I try to just bring a chill, relaxed vibe that, you know, everybody's invited. I'm starting the new solo thing at the beginning. Yeah, everybody's invited, and we're just here to talk about what we love. You know, it's
the way to go, Colin, because it's a proven fact. If you engage, a lot of these radio programs, they fall down. And I'm not telling them because I don't like half of them anyway, right? But I mean, I've read a few books on it, people in the past, how people engage and all that, and it's a fact that if you engage with your viewers and you have like panels on, you get more people that attract. So when you're doing things like, if you even do a player's rating, you're then engaging with your chat channel as well. So more will come. If you just talk and you keep it, you know, like on the sports shows, you get them, the presenters like Jason Cundy, careful how you say it, you know what I mean? But if you get them on and they all start having a little in private joke among themselves, right? Well, then they're disengaging with the fans. or they'll keep a fan waiting an hour on the phone or half hour on the phone. And that's disgusting, I think, anyway. Like, you know, I mean, I remember there was also a guy who was going on about how he turned a magazine around and made it a success. He kept getting people to do new different articles, and when an article got really good and people are interested, what they did, they would stop it when it sort of peaked, and people would scream for it. They wanted more and more and more.
Smart.
They would take the article away for like 3 months or whatever. So
that's a great idea.
Clever with your chats, you engage. I mean, you engage with the people out there. If you like get all private and insular amongst yourself, you just become egocentric. I think you may still grow, but I don't think you grow as quick. You know? It's just what I've learned. Like, but you know, you take what I say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're 100%.
Colin, you're very engaging. Kate is super engaging as well.
Oh,
and then
we're all
Jose, fabulous.
Jose's my main man. I have a plan to try to pay Jose to be my co-host. We haven't talked about it in private yet, so
yeah, do it.
Once you're on my payroll, Jose, you are awesome. We round each other out, I think. But like we're a bit like Van der Ven and Romero in that we round each other out. I think it'd be a good partnership. But we'll talk. So you guys
don't take no criticism of anyone, because if you've grown, Kate, and you'll grow, Colin. Like, because if you're growing, you must be doing something right. Okay, that's the way.
That's
right.
4 years to get my group where it is now. It is hard work. It's non-stop. You know what I mean? Going to the ground, meeting people and shit like that. It's non-stop. You know what I mean? But I love it. I just love the stress. I love the stress that comes with it. You know
don't let the people from your group hear you say that. I have to go and do shit like that. That's not a good way to sell your group.
I know Adrian doesn't mean it. That's right.
So you guys, I saw a rumor recently. I saw it today when I was just kind of getting ready for things. That said that Ange is targeting to sign Bremer and Jan.
I'd love him.
I don't know what the likelihood of Juve letting him go in January would be. Again, though, I'm not sure what his contract situation's like, so let me look.
But doesn't Bremer play in a 3 rather than a 2? Isn't he better in a 3 rather than a 2, should I say?
His stats in Italy, I think, are as the best defender. I mean, he's good. He always looks a bit overweight. Like, if you look at him, if you go and look at Bremer. But
he signed till 2023, so it's not like he's got to contact any issues.
He could make a difference of us really winning the league next year, because he would bring the experience. He would bring the experience with him. He's older than Romero and definitely older than Van der Ven, right? Although Van der Ven looks quite mature, but he looks very mature, doesn't he? The way he plays. So does Udogie, though, you know?
Yeah.
I thought Udogie, that second half performance from Udogie when he's on a
him.
For someone so young, I just thought, this side's amazing. Like I said, they're going to kick on.
Yeah, you're 100% right. If we got Bremer and Jen, sorry, you go first. My bad.
No, it's okay. Go on, Colin.
No, please go.
I was just going to say, right, Ange Postecoglou was very clever when Udogie got his yellow card. Sorry, because what he did, he said, right, you in the second half, he said, you bomb forward and join the attack, and Van der Ven cover you, right, and he made Van der Ven play 2 roles, and that boy. Van der Ven was fabulous. He was brilliant against Arsenal because he was doing Udogie's job and his own job. I know Udogie dropped back sometimes, but he was joining the attack a lot more. And I think that was Ange Postecoglou said to him, because when you're going forward, you're going to get fouled. You're not going to foul anybody generally. You're going to get chopped down or fouled. So I thought that was a fantastic move by Ange. I thought he done brilliant.
On Cockerell do this morning, I said that the Van der Ven is our security blanket, because Van der Ven doesn't just cover Udogie. Last week against Arsenal, he was coming and cutting out all the danger on the right as well. He was coming across to where Romero was when Romero pushed out further, not pushed up, but pushed out further, and he was covering right along the back, Van der Ven, and he is the security blanket for the defence. To be fair,
I just want Porro to be on point tomorrow, because a couple of crosses, the cross before the first goal against Arsenal, he didn't see the player behind him or didn't look. That could have been a repeat of Newcastle and Leicester, things like that. No, he's improved though. I mean, No, he's a quality player, and he that through ball to Son at Burnley.
Sorry, Poro. You're talking Poro right now, right?
Yeah,
I tuned out for a second. I got a text, but
But Van der Ven, Stel was saying, and went on Tottenham, saying he rates him higher than Romero. I still think.
Do too.
Yeah, I think Morella's got a better pass than him, though, Kate. But we'll see. We'll see. Look, if he does, I'm really pleased because Romero's a quality player. Took loads of stick last year, and he's only got one booking this year. And because we're pushing up, it's not like you're defending. You're under pressure from balls all the time, playing a fucking low block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no, I'm happy with the pair of them. I'd like an experienced centre-back in. I know we got Ashley Phillips and Dorrington. I know we got them. Still a bit young. They're units, though, them kids. All the players we bring in are units, aren't they? You know what I mean?
We don't small guys. The last person we brought in small was Hill.
But you do want to start sooner rather than later. If this is the philosophy that we're taking, and this is the route that we're going to take as a club, which I agree and believe in, then sooner or later we're going to have to start giving chances to some of these players. If we keep going out and buy players all the time, then these players ain't going to get a chance. And basically, regardless of the philosophy we've got and the way that the style of football that we've got, if we're not going to give them opportunities, then we're going to be in the same position that we've been for the last however many years, where players end up just leaving the club. And we know that they've gone on to make careers elsewhere, and some of these players have gone for big, massive fees. So sooner or later, we're going to have to bite the bullet and start giving some of these players chances rather than going out and buying other players.
Did any of you see Stelios on Tottenham TV?
Yeah.
No,
I did.
Very good about what's going on, about the training ground and all that. And now the footballing philosophy is going to be carried. What Ange has got now is going to be spread through the training ground.
That's right.
And in the future, whatever happens, whether Ange goes or not, this is our way forward. So
doesn't that seem like the most obvious thing in the world, though? Like, how could they not have implemented something like that before? That is, to me, that's
because Levy
more obvious than
putting on. What?
That's more important to me, or more obvious to me than putting on pants before you leave the house. Like, how could you not? If you're going to have a youth team at all, they need to be playing this. What's the point?
Every man. Colin, you're right. Every man and his dog who's a Spurs fan could have been telling you this for years, but we got a board that haven't got a clue about football. They know how to make money. And now it's took 20 years for them to start seeing the light. You know, Poch wasn't backed, right? I mean, and so now the whole philosophy and structure of the academy this is all down to Paratici, by the way. He's took a lot of stick, but he's the one who came in and shook it all up.
We're getting ready to lose him too. That's something too that we have to think about. He's not going to be on top. But guys, hey, I wanted to let you know the show's winding down. We're not quite over yet, but we're winding down. I got to work here pretty soon, so we're got the jazz music going in the background. We're getting quiet. We're all getting relaxed and feeling nice. This is a little bit like a NPR public radio. We're very chill. But yeah, you guys. So as we wind down, talk about tomorrow. Everyone has agreed they're not very afraid. You guys aren't very scared of Liverpool tomorrow. We don't fear them, which is great, which is nice. I just want to know. Okay, I'll go around with everybody. Score and goal scorers, please. You don't have to tell me Liverpool goal scorers. I don't care. But Spurs goal scorers.
I've got a question for you all.
You go first, Adrian, and then we'll do score predictions. What's your question, Bob?
Well, last year, now this year it's fifth for Champions League. Last year, Liverpool finished fifth with 67 points. That's 22 wins and a draw. That leaves 47 points. If you class Spurs as a top 6 team, or even seventh, say, right? Seventh team, we'd have to play 12 teams that are considered better than us in a round robin, right? That's 36 points if we lost them all, but we've already played Arsenal and Man United, right? So, to me, Champions League football next season is an absolute given. I'm so supremely confident, simply because I don't see Spurs losing 12 games this season, and there's 47 points up for grabs. Well, we could, in theory, lose and still get top fifth. So do you guys think, like I do, that Champions League football's nailed on? Tomorrow's result won't make any difference one way or another.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's been dropping points against the lower teams that has really like fucked us in the past, and so If we can continue to get points against them like we have been doing, like you said, tomorrow's game isn't a huge deal. But if we went on and won tomorrow, think of the push that would give the team. That would be insane.
It's not getting, and it's also not getting the results against the big boys away from home, which we don't usually. We haven't been very good at in recent years. But we got a point last weekend away from home, so I think a lot of it will come. I mean, to be honest with you, top 5, it's achievable. It is achievable, especially that I believe that we're going to get stronger as the season goes through. Because, as we said, and Ange says it, he's the first person that says it every press conference. You listen to Ange, he says, "The players believe in me, but I don't believe in themselves." Wait till they believe in themselves, and then they're doing everything like that. It's second nature when they do everything, and that type of philosophy and that type of football will only make us stronger and better.
Yeah,
so it's achievable.
Hey, raise your hand if you're jealous of Ellie right now. Look at the sun going down. Oh my God, it's beautiful over there.
It's so dark.
It's beautiful though.
I can't go inside because I'm going to disturb my sister-in-law and my husband.
They're
having a good old game in there called Speed Train, I think it's called. It's like a domino effect. Mexican Train, sorry.
I'll look it up. Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. So great question, Adrian, about Champions League ball. Alan has no expectations for this year, which is a good way to go through it. I think the lower your expectations are, the happier you could be when things do go right. But yeah, do you guys think we'll get Champions League? I guess I do.
I'm going to disagree with Alan. I have got a lot of expectations because of the way we're playing and the players that we've got. And I'm very excited about the way we're playing. And I've got a lot of expectations because I believe in Ange as a manager, right? And I'm certain that we're going to make Champions League because there's not 5 better teams than us in this league. And I just feel confident that we're going to go on and achieve a lot with this manager just because of the way he is and the philosophy that he has on football, and he instills it into our players, and they're going to be a reflection of him. All right, so they're still in not at the beginning. I would say they've got on that train, they've bought their ticket, and they're riding. Right, and the ride is going to become not a roller coaster ride. I think it's going to be a smooth ride throughout this season because I don't see many teams beating us. And look, we're unbeaten already. And this is at the start of his infancy with our team.
For sure.
I just love the way we play. I love it.
I love that smile on Kate's face that was just there. Hold on, we got a solo layout. Look at that smile.
Hey.
All right, we'll take her off. We'll take her off. That's rude. That's rude.
I don't agree it's nailed on, and I don't agree with that at all. I think it's too soon. When you look at how well Brighton are doing, Man United will improve. Chelsea will improve. Not that I think Chelsea will get top 5 in a million years, but I think it's well plausible we'll get Champions League, but I don't think it's nailed on.
I can see that. Yeah, that's the sensible approach for sure. Definitely possible. Things have to go our way. Other teams' results have to go our way a little bit. I mean, no, that's a great point that you make. It isn't nailed on, but it's very possible. It's very possible. Okay, guys, back to we've kind of rounded it through. We've heard from Jose, we've heard from Kate. So Liverpool tomorrow, 2-1 is going to be the score. I'm going Tottenham again. I'm feeling good. I got my friends here. I'm feeling happy. So we're gonna. Good point here about Newcastle. But tomorrow we're gonna win 2-1. Sonny and Sarr to score.
Ooh.
Yeah, book it.
Nice.
Sonny and Sarr. So we'll go around. We'll just go up to Ellie next. Ellie, what do you got?
Right. Well, I said 3-0, but I'm gonna go 3-1 because I think Liverpool are gonna score. I can't see us keeping them those 3 front players, and then they got 2 on the bench who are just as good, if not better, in terms of scoring goals. Because the ones off the bench have been scoring, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1. Right. The scorers are going to be Sonny, Kulu, and I want Basuma to score, so I'm going to put Basuma in there.
Yeah, that would be cool. He deserves one.
It'd be so cool.
Yeah, he definitely deserves one. Okay, well that's awesome. I hope you're right. Fingers crossed. Like I said, from your lips to God's ears. Let's do this. Come on, boys. All right. So that next in line, that puts Mr. Jose. What you got, bub?
Jose.
As I said, I'll take the 3 points regardless of the score. But I'm going 3-0 tomorrow. I'm going 2 for Maddison.
Ooh.
And I'm going 1 for a doggy.
Yes.
Oh, you nicked me.
Come on, you doggy.
I'm going to change my mind now.
You don't have to change your mind. No, you don't have to change your mind.
What do you got, Adrian?
I'm going 2-0, 1 goal in each half. I think it'd be similar to the Man United game. You know, naturally, the space in midfield will be hard to find, and so it'd be down the wings. And I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go for Kulusevski and Porro. Right,
yeah, Porro's got a nice shot on him for sure. Yeah,
he has got a very good shot.
I think he'd be our free kick taker if not for Maddison. So yeah,
he might take a corners tomorrow. He might take some corners. You never know.
Yeah,
100%. Well, good call. I hope, like I said, I hope you're right. Brings us down to Kate to kind of round things off. What you got, Kate?
I've been saying I'm torn. I've been saying 2-2 and 3-2 to us. I can't decide.
Go with a 3-2.
Going back and forth too. I've been going back and forth as well.
Go with a 3-2. We can get the 3 points like that.
I'm gonna be like sitting on the fence. I'm gonna go 2-2, and I'm gonna go Madders to score and Sonny to score. I think it's going to be so tight. But I think whoever starts the quickest and gets the first goal will be the ones that either. If there's going to be a winner, that'll decide it. If we can go in half time at 2-0 up, I'm backing us to win all the way. But
I think Sarr scores first. Is that nuts to say? But so we were talking about the midfield battle. I could just see him sneaking up and and finding himself close to goal, and he's got a decent little shot on him. And he's not expected. You were talking about Sonny and Matters, but I think they'll be marked so tightly.
Is it still a rear?
And so I think that. Maybe Sarr could pop up. That's why I had my Sarr prediction. But I mean, I know that it's still kind of out there. But yeah, guys. So that pretty much rounds up the show. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for jumping on. It was really nice talking Spurs, and doing it again tomorrow and every day right around the same time. If you want to know exactly when, your best bet is to subscribe to the channel and then hit the notification bell, and then you'll know every single time I'm coming on. It'll notify you. It's wonderful. So guys, okay, I am going to kick everybody out and do my goodbye, and then I will end.
I made it on. Alan Clark's on in about 15 minutes, I think.
Oh, sweet! Yeah, everybody go check out him. Alan's a really good dude. So yeah, time added on. He's about to stream. So yeah, please go check him out in 15. All right, but I'm kicking everybody out. You guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for being on.
Enjoy
your holiday.
Yes,
come on, Colin.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my God. Yes.
If anyone's free tonight, 9:00.
Can you put the link? Can you put the link in the chat?
No, because I'm on my phone and it'd be
I'd lose you. Yeah, no worries.
Anfield Uncle Rod's. It's me versus him. Tottenham versus Liverpool. So yeah, come
Anfield
over.
Uncle who? Rod?
Rod's. RODZ.
Okay, let me find him. I'm gonna find him real quick and then put the link in the chat for everybody. Yeah.
I'm gonna go because my internet's terrible. But thanks for having me on.
Hey, Kate, no problem. We're gonna put the link in your channel in too. So don't worry.
Kate, just to get up first. Big up.
Yes, everybody, check her out. Kate, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.
Ellie, enjoy your holiday.
Thank you very much. I will do. I've got 3 more days really because Wednesday 2:30 I've got to be on the aeroplane.
So what time
did
she say? Hey, what time did she say? 9?
Not 9 o'clock English time. Yeah.
9 o'clock English time. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the link. Here's the link for that channel.
Say that again, Adrian.
Keep eating that Greek food.
Oh, it's lovely.
Cypriot food. Cypriot.
Oh my God, Greek Cypriot food. Paka.
I'm jealous. I'm really jealous
of that view. Today, though. I had an English breakfast today.
There you go. You couldn't go
You
without
can't beat an English breakfast.
Nah.
The
old cardiac special.
Yeah, because the Cypriots, they have melon and halloumi, and olives. No, I'm not doing that.
See, yeah, I'm with you.
Too
I like
healthy.
a weird breakfast. I like meats, like salamis, basically Italian, like
Very
salamis,
nice.
some pastries, some just salty meats. Basically, is all I need. But
Very
hey, in the
nice.
chat here, here's the channel that Kate will be on tonight at 9. So
Come on.
everyone, here's the link for that. Get that link copied down. Then we've got Kate's channel for just her channel, that's just a girl who loves Spurs. Boom, right there. Then we've got my co-host,
Woohoo!
his channel. It's
El
Jose. It's
Cockerel.
El Cockerel. And then I don't have the link. Let me find the link for one more. Do you have the link on hand, Adrian, for your Facebook group? I'm on a laptop that I shouldn't be doing the show from, so I can't get on Facebook.
Name and go to Twitter to find it, because
okay, yeah, that's the deal. So let me get this off of you.
Chat on these. I haven't quite sussed it, to honest.
No worries.
Can you pick up Football Heritage TV?
Of course.
On Sava's show.
Yeah.
Because Kate and I are on there every Tuesdays. And also my friend Chris on Meta Football, because he's going through a hard time.
Oh man, yeah. He used to be in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
There's an ad that plays on Savage channel as soon as you go to it. That was loud. Okay, so here in the comments, I'm also throwing in one for Sava, and then your boy. I'm so sorry. What was the name of his channel again?
Chris at Meta Football. He's going through some stuff at the moment, so he's not been on as much. So yeah, we're hoping he'll be back soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping this is the right one. There's a couple Meta Football TV, Meta Football
TV. It's the smaller channel.
Smaller channel, so probably the one that's got 795 subscribers.
No, less.
No,
He's got
less,
just over 100.
Just over 100.
25. Oh, just over 100. I'm having trouble finding it. Can anyone find it real quick? I'd love to throw this link in.
If you put the Meta Football and then put TV straight after the football, you should find it.
The ones I can find.
Colin here.
Yes. Nice work. I'm trying to get everybody. Everybody needs to support everybody. We're a big family. As soon as one person's showing, there'll be another one starting. You could do this all day long if you wanted. So, hey, here is the Facebook group that is run by Adrian. Watch out. Adrian's in charge over there.
Come on, Adrian.
No, it's great. And from what I understand, it's humongous. I'm not on Facebook a ton, but I'm going to add myself I'm going to request to be added. I don't know how it works. I might have to ask.
They normally ask you 3 questions about Spurs. That's what normally happens.
Chris, did you find the one for for Meta Football TV? Hold on, I got to get the door, guys. Keep it going.
That's an Amazon delivery.
Right, let me see if I can find it for him. Hold on.
I'm on a new laptop. I'm gonna give one of my laptops away to a poor friend of mine because I got free.
There you go. That's a kind thing to do. So So Chris Peters says he found it. It's at 12K.
No, it's not. I've got it. I'm gonna give it to you now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Whoa, and as we're leaving, Mr. K is here. Big up, Mr. K. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let me know, or hit me up on WhatsApp. I'll hit you up, actually. I'll do that. But yeah, guys, my wife just got home too, so it's perfect time and get to hang out with her. She just got done with school. She got a good grade on a test today. Life is good. It's a Friday.
Well done to your wife.
Yeah,
I've just put it up.
Oh, boom. There we go.
I think he was talking about mine, Jose, earlier.
Everybody go to Meta Football TV and give him some subs. And maybe that'll help him feel better in this tough time.
Sorry, Adrian, what did you say, mate?
I put my link in the private chat.
Yeah, I think he's put yours up already.
Yep, I already got it there. Yep, and I'll put it up and I'll put it back.
Yeah, put it up again.
Yeah, he's put Facebook group. There it is.
There's
the Facebook group, and then like he was saying, he's got a Twitter handle. That when I take this away in just a second, boom, you go to that Twitter handle right there. That'll also take you to his Facebook group.
And there's a link to the group there, for people to go.
It's lovely. It's lovely. You guys are great. I'll keep you here while I do my ending. I don't mind. But I'll make it quick. I just want to say to everybody watching, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you. You guys are good people. You have so much other stuff you could be doing, but you're spending time with us. So I just wanted to say big love. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, afternoon, morning, night, wherever you're at. And yeah, again, just thank you. Hope you have a great day. Good luck with everything you do. And like I always say, do something nice for somebody today. It feels good, and it's what keeps the world going. And on that note, I wanted to throw up my last picture today. Well, actually, 2 more pictures. So sorry, I'm waffling a little bit here. So I wanted to say, Chris Peters and Wayne Bonner get a huge shout out for being Patreon members of the show. Thank you guys so much. Big love. You'll always be in my heart. You'll always be in my heart. Thank you guys. I love you. Big love. And there's the Patreon link for just a second if you ever want to do that. No pressure. It's just there. And there are some goodies that come with membership. So that's gone. And yeah, guys. So again,
guys, spread the word in the chat, please. Let's get this podcast up and running. Get more people. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to become a Patreon today, Colin.
Oh,
I'm going to become a Patreon of yours today.
I love you guys. I just ordered some. I used the money that I got from the last month's patron. So Wayne and Chris, they paid for some lights that are going to be behind me. Got a Spurs flag coming. I'm going to be up in the quality around here for sure. And so Ellie, Adrian, Jose, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the back room in a second, but I just want to throw this up here and say that thank you everybody for joining in. This show wouldn't be possible without viewers like you. Hope everyone is well. Like I said, big up, and come on, you Spurs!
Come on, you Spurs!
Come on.